before I open this up to the audience, what did you learn about making a horror film that might be different from making other kinds of films? What did you learn about, putting your songs into this context? And Joe, what ideas did it inspire? Cassandra, does it make you want to be doing more horror, or does it make you want to run screaming the other direction? Why don't you all give me a little...
Well, in a horror film you can have a huge cast and not have to complete all their arcs.
Once you kill them all.
You just kill them right away and everything's done. That's the end of the arc. Their head gets smashed. Then that's I don't have a lot of experience, so I can't really tell you what it's like. The short that I made was a very intense story about two people in a room, and to have it all on paper is one thing, but when you're shooting to discover new things in the characters' arcs and nuances and stuff as you're shooting, the detail like that just kind of magically happens while you're shooting is very intense, and keeps you up at night. You're constantly thinking about your story, as much as you are your shots. Whereas in the horror film, you want everything to be tidy, but you know that 3/4 of your cast is going to get killed off, so you don't really care about the little nuances. And that you want to make sure that your story works, but I think that story-wise, it's a much more intense. I think I don't really know yet, but in the experience that I have so far, I think that story is a much more intense experience on a non-horror film.
And Joe, since you deal with storyline all the time, what would you have to say comparing the experience doing horror versus not?
I think that you in a genre like horror, you kind of. I agree. Thank you. Because horror is such a genre that you can borrow from the genre and use it and sort of lean on it when you're developing characters, and you really only have one shot to develop a character because everyone's an archetype and they're all going to die, like Vincent said. So you don't have a lot of time to spend developing relationships, and you really have to just get it done fast because no one really wants to sit through long, tedious scenes of indie relationship movies when you just want to get to the good stuff. So I think that's something I learned. I've never done that before. So that's pretty important.